Pharaoh, the Lord God has commanded you to let his people go.
Ah, the Lord God of trickery again. Out of my way, Moses, or I'll trample you.
Behold his power!
And Moses did as the Lord commanded. He lifted up his staff in the sight of Pharaoh and struck the waters, and all the river turned to blood. Throughout all the land of Egypt, the waters turned to blood, and the fish died, and the rivers stank, and the Egyptians could not drink.
Another clumsy bit of magic? Fine. You've poisoned the water. I don't need to drink water when I have wine.
Your heart is hard, Pharaoh. But my God is stronger. The Lord God has instructed me. I will show you that he is the one true God. Pharaoh, cousin, let my people go. This doesn't have to happen. Your people will suffer. Some will die.
Enough! Pharaoh is the only god you have to fear, Moses. You'll be the one to die, cousin.
And he hit the dust of the earth with his staff, and the dust became lice. Pharaoh's magicians could do nothing. There were lice upon man and beast.
Pharaoh hears, but does not listen, Lord.
And frogs came up out of the river and spread over the land, and they died in the houses in heaps.
Frogs? This is all his god has to torment me with? Frogs?
Then there came swarms of flies. The cattle died, and the land stank.
Flies are nothing, Moses.
Moses does bad tricks.
Exactly. Bad tricks and nothing more.
Then the people of Egypt were stricken with sores. Only the children of Israel were spared.
This is the finger of God.
We've called for Moses. He's here, right now.
Perhaps Pharaoh could get him to ask his God to leave us alone.
I am God. Never forget that.
Yes, Pharaoh. We're sorry, Pharaoh.
These are worse than the lice and the flies.
They speak wisely, Pharaoh. All of this will cease only when you do as the Lord God commands. Let my people go. Release them from their bondage.
Leave this place or die.
But Pharaoh would not listen. So Moses stretched his hand towards heaven, and the Lord rained hail upon the land. Fire ran along the ground. Then locusts came to destroy the crops. Then a darkness came from God. For 3 days the earth was covered by darkness. There was only light in Goshen, and the green things slowly died.
Please, Pharaoh, send for Moses.
His God is destroying your kingdom. The crops die. The cattle die. Please send for him, O great Pharaoh.
Bring me Moses. Take this death from my kingdom!
Ramses, how long will you wait before you see that this is all God's will? Don't hurt your people anymore. God commands you to let his people go. You've seen what the Lord God can do. Don't think that you are greater than God.
Who is this God of yours, Moses?
The Lord God of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob.
His name! His name!
Jehovah.
I know no such name. I know no such God. If you don't want to see your people slain, leave this house!
The Lord God will bring one more plague upon Egypt. Tonight at midnight, the Lord will descend upon your kingdom. He will kill every firstborn son, from the rich to the poor in your dungeons. Only the children of Israel will be spared. Tomorrow you shall set them free, as your great nation mourns and asks, why didn't Pharaoh heed the words of the Lord God?
You are banished from this house! Banished! If I ever see your face again, I'll kill you!
I will mourn your loss, Ramses. Goodbye, Pharaoh.
Father, I'm the firstborn. I'm afraid.
Don't be. This man is nothing. His God is nothing. His people are nothing.
Then why am I still scared?
Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel, and he said to them,
God has spoken to me. This day is the beginning of your journey to the promised land. Tonight, you must eat nothing but unleavened bread and the meat of lamb. Let each of you take the blood of the lamb and mark your doors, and don't leave your homes until morning. For tonight, the Lord God will come, and he will deal with your oppressors, and will shield you from the destroyer. When death sees the mark of lamb's blood on your doors, he will pass over your homes. He will not hurt any of you. But once we leave this land, you must remember and celebrate this night. This night of the Passover.
and the people did as the Lord commanded.
Death has just passed us by.
Thank God.
Yes, but pity the firstborn of Egypt.
And at midnight it came to pass, as Moses said, all the firstborn of Egypt was struck. There was not a house where there was not one dead. And a great cry rose up.
God, Ra! No! Not my son! Not my son! Find Moses! Get me Moses! Moses!